Have at it.
Hey, Rasul. It's Joe Person. Good to see you.
How you doing, man?
Good, man. Hey, we heard from Matt this morning or this afternoon. He was saying how you approached him last week, or maybe reached him by phone, and just said you didn't feel like this team was particularly close, and COVID being the reason and so forth. Could you kind of take us through that conversation, or just kind of how you were feeling then as compared to a week later?
Yeah, I just we had a meeting, and I was just thinking. Since I've been here, I was just thinking about things, and I called him. I wanted to talk to him one-on-one personally because that's the type of coach he is. He always said if you got questions or you feel any type of way, come up there and just give him a holler. So I just talked to him, basically told him how I felt. I didn't feel like we were playing for each other. I remember point of game, we were down 21-0 to Tampa Bay, and I looked at everybody, and it was just like it was a whatever type of thing. And I didn't like it. So I had to just tell him how I felt about it, and I wanted us to play for each other because it's bigger when you play for the team than individual. Like the stats, individual stuff. I mean, we're not track runners, we're not boxers, so individual stuff doesn't matter. It's all about the team. It's what can we do together as a collectively. So I just talked to him, basically just said what I felt, and he made some key changes.
Let's go to Skylar and then David.
Hey, Rasul. So you've been on some really good teams up there in Philadelphia. You've also seen some downs as well. What does a win like this help a young team out and trying to figure themselves out with, their identity on defense and so on and so forth, especially with these younger guys?
It just lets you know we can win in the league. I feel like that's one thing that everyone wants to see. It's just like when you first come in the league, it's like, yo, can I play here? And then it's like, can we win here? So I think that win was big, just to boost our confidence and allow us to get that feeling of what a win feels like. And now that I think that we got it, we should be able to stack some more wins on top.
Hey, Rasul, David Newton, ESPN.com. I wanted to follow up what Joe was asking you about. What did that team meeting where players stood up and shared some things about themselves, what exactly did you share with them about you that made it personal, and what do you think that did to help the team get closer for Sunday?
So it was more about explaining whatever you felt on your heart to tell God about yourself. So I know Teddy got up there and talked about how his mom I think she had cancer. And just watching her go through that and her smiling, her being happy, her caring about him was bigger than anything. And then we also talked to one of the linemen where he said how he had COVID and he couldn't be with his wife, and his wife had a child and he couldn't be, she was pregnant and he couldn't be around her. And the whole time he was just thinking about the team. So it wasn't more so about the him and himself. It was about, like, I want to help the team, and last game was his first week back. So just basically just expressing how we need to do it together, and we need to know each other. If we're going to call each other family, we got to feel like family, because at the end of the day, when I go home, it's from 7 a.m. to probably 7 p.m. I'm here. I go home, I get 2 hours, and then I'm going to sleep to get back ready for here. So if I'm here with you all day, I need to know you, I need to know who you are. I need to know how you think. So when I'm on the field, it's like I want to play for you, So that's the thing I was just trying to get down here.
All right, let's go to Miles and then Mike.
Thanks, Rustin. Hey, Rasul, two quick things, I guess. One, do you feel like you were able to pick that up because of what you had been through with the Eagles? And by that, I mean the fact that you wanted everybody to be more connected. Is that just something you experienced with the Eagles? I'll ask the second one after you answer that.
Yeah, definitely. That team was a brotherhood. That team was definitely, we always still close. I mean, I'm still in a group chat with all of them, even though most of all of us play for a different team now. We still all talk, and it's still the same thing. So,
I also wanted to ask you about third downs, turning it to actually the game. The Chargers obviously had a lot of conversions on third down. I think they finished 10 of 15. Is there something that you guys identified on film that can help you going forward in that area?
Yeah. We have to get off the field on third down. That's the biggest key. But the biggest key is also winning first and second down. We can't allow it to be 3rd and 2 or 3rd and 3 the whole game, because, you could get college teams to come out here and they'll convert on 3rd and 2. So I think we just got to get them to where it's like 3rd and 8, 3rd and 10 for offense to open the playbook up and allow our D-line to just get after them, and that's to make some plays on the back end.
Hey, Rasul, Mike Solarte, Spectrum News 1. Good to see you again.
See you too.
The back to the bonding and the speaking from the heart stuff. You've kind of parachuted into this team late, basically being a late addition. But before Coach Rule was saying before Sunday's game, he asked you if you wanted to say something to the guys, coming off the field after warm up, and he told us that you said, no, we're here, we're good. And so I guess my question to this is, after being here such a short time, it feels like, in hearing you talk, that you've got a real good grasp of what this group is like. So how do you get yourself in? How did you get to know this group so quickly? And maybe was it the talk that you guys had and the meeting that you guys had that really helped bring you guys closer together moving forward, and you guys springboard off of that?
Yeah, well, definitely. After I had to talk, Coach set some things up in our locker room and stuff and gave us a few moments to actually get to know each other. We always come here, and Coach allows us after the meeting to go hug and go handshake a couple of guys, just to get a little bit more team bonding. But we've been talking all week, and Coach asked me, did I want to say something? I said, I think we did enough. We had 2 guys talk Saturday. So I didn't think it was any more to say. I looked at everyone's face, and everyone looked like they were ready to go. Everyone looked like they wanted to go out there and play for each other. So I said, I don't think there's no more to say. Just let everybody loose, let everybody play freely, and hopefully we get the win, and we got it.
All right, we have time for a few more, so let's go to Jonathan, followed by David, and then finish with Josh.
Hey, Rasul, Jonathan Alexander. Hope you're doing well, man.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it.
A quick question, and then I'll ask another one. Do you remember exactly what day that meeting was where everybody was telling their stories?
Well, we had story Saturday, and I think we did Wednesday or Thursday. I think Wednesday, Thursday,
Okay.
yeah, one of those days.
Got you. And then considering that you all were able to kind of come together, learn a little bit about each other, and then get the win, how was today? I mean, even after the game Sunday night, how was that different than last week?
Well, if we go back and watch Tampa Bay film and we watch the Chargers film, it's 2 different defenses out there. It's 2 different offenses out there. The D-line, the linebackers, everyone was hunting, like hair on fire, running to the ball, tackling, covering. Everything was kind of like we put it all together. And for spurts, it was just like, oh, my goodness, like we were fucking good. So I just think everyone just took their self out, the ego, pride, everything out, and just played for each other. And it showed on film.
Hey, Rasul, David again. I wanted this defense and Phil Snow in particular, what have you seen out of him? Because halftime adjustments the first couple of games I thought were really good. But he's a guy who doesn't have a lot of NFL experience, but he seems to really taken a hold of what you guys do. How good is what he does on his message to you guys?
Who you said how good is who?
Coach Snow.
Oh, he's good. And the thing I like about Snow is he don't panic. There's no panic in his blood. It's like, okay, we need to fix this, and this. That's it. And it's over. He talks about it, tells us where we need to go, and that's it. He don't come in yelling, throwing clipboards, or feeling like the world is over. It's just cool. Look, y'all, we need to tackle. We need to get off the field on 3rd down. Let's do it. Break up your coaches, and let's go. So it's the thing I like about it the most.
Hey, Rasul. Thanks for taking the time today. I was hoping that you could tell us a little bit about that next man up mentality that you guys have had in the secondary between you and Troy, with Dante kind of getting dinged up over the first 3 weeks, and just kind of having to go in cold and cover and play corner.
Well, the best thing is for us is that we play special teams, so like we're not as cold because we're still getting reps in the game, but we all practice like starters. We all take all the reps on ones, and we take the 2s reps. So we're always in rotation. So if that is the case where one of us get hurt, the next guy he's already film studied, he's already ready. He just got to go in and just do his job.
All right, guys, that's going to do it. So we appreciate you taking the time.